Ohayou gozaimasu. Good morning. Day 3 of the Owari Kannon Pilgrimage here in Nagoya. Doing 3 temples today, and as an extra bonus, an onsen. This is the first super sento. The first super sento in the world. So a sento is a public bath, traditional old Japanese style public bath. Basically, washing area and, a couple little hot tubs, maybe a hot bath, a cold bath. Pretty basic. It's what people used to use before they had their own public bath or private bathrooms. And then an onsen is a more luxurious hot spring, usually out in the countryside. It's legitimate hot spring water from, natural hot springs. Beautiful natural surroundings, fancy restaurants, all that. Super Sento is a combination of the two. And this one is actually right next to a temple. So, I had my original itinerary. I got it from ChatGPT. Ran it through Gemini. Gemini corrected it. And I sent it to Claude. Claude said, there's some problems here, kind of adjusted it. Now I'm just going day by day. So I sent Claude today's plan, and Claude said, well, that doesn't really make sense because those 2 temples are really far from each other. So let's move one, and you just go to this one. And then I said, what about this hot spring or this onsen that I was thinking of going to? Anyway, long story short, because I don't remember how all this came about, but long story short is Ryusenji, one of the temples that I'm going to today, is actually connected to an onsen, and it's the first super sento. So then I asked, are there any other temples on the way? Because I don't want to just do one. I'm trying to get as many done early on so that as I get more tired, I can have easier days. So there are 3 today. So I'm doing trains and buses, and then I'm going to end up at the sento, the onsen. And then I get to relax. And then from there, I guess I have to take a bus and a train to get back. So that's the plan. Day 3. Stay tuned. Alright, well that was pretty easy. So now it's about an 8-minute walk. I'm going to Chobo-ji. I forget what number this is. Okay, Chobo-ji is number 28. 28, I'm doing 28, 30, and 25 today. I think that's it, straight ahead. Very easy. Alright, we have some stairs. So we have a Shinto shrine here at the entrance. And this is temple number 28. Chobo-ji. This Ryusenji sect Buddhist temple was built by Yamada Shigetada. Not sure when he was born, to 1221 and 1179. It fell into disrepair, but in 1263, Yamada Doenbo and his wife rebuilt it for his mother and invited the priest Mujuko Kenpuku-in to open the temple. A wooden sculpture of the seated Mujuko-koshi and the priest's original calligraphy are designated as national important cultural properties. Here's Kannon. There's something up here. I wonder if this is that statue they were talking about. No, this is not wooden. Here's the bell. And here's Chobo-ji. Cemetery back here about, I don't know where to get my stamp. I think this is the one Claude warned me about. There was one where the priest was not here, but I didn't even see an office. This, but there's no bell or anything. And on the other side, it says something about police. But if there's a bell, I'm going to ring the bell. Yeah, it looks like there's a bell. Okay, so there was a monk in there. He told me to come over here for some reason. I don't know why. He didn't want me to watch. It's kind of like the one yesterday, the pet cemetery. I had to wait in that little room. Are they cheating? The pet cemetery one, the calligraphy is beautiful, but I'm just wondering, like, do they have like a printer? They're just printing it. So I don't know. He wants me to wait here. All right, one last look here. Chobo-ji, number 28. I didn't understand what he was telling me. He kept pointing over here and pointing to the stamps. Like, I think I'm supposed to go somewhere over there and get more stamps. It's really awkward. This tube, I was looking at the length of the tube. I should have looked more at the width because it's a really tight squeeze. I really have to roll up the hakui really tightly, and the piece of paper that I got is starting to tear, so that just makes it even more difficult. So I rolled it up and he was sitting there watching me. I felt bad. I should have just taken it outside. That's what I'm going to do next time. Take it outside and then deal with it away from the monk. All right, well, that was an easy one, and I like that. It's really pretty. These temple grounds are just so beautiful. You know, these old trees, these old statues. And this one is from 1179. Wow, how old is that? 900 years. Almost. Gorgeous. All right, easy walk back to the station. And then, let's see where we're going next, number 30. So this one has a cultural property, I forget what they call them. It was on the sign, but I didn't get to see it. It's inside the temple. So far, I think there was only one bell that I was able to ring. I think it was yesterday at Casadera. This is really fun. Chichibu, I thought the experience, the temples were more beautiful. Look at these manhole covers. So this one is Nagoya, isn't that cute? And then this one, I don't know what this is, but there's just beauty everywhere. So anyway, in Chichibu, I didn't like the driver. He kept walking ahead of me. He was getting in my shots every single time. He was kind of rushing me. I mean, 34 temples in 2 days, that's a lot. But the temples were so beautiful. And at each one I rang the bell. It was really easy to find the temple office. Well, not always. Actually, there were a few where the temple office was a different building. And I got confused with my numbering at the beginning. But I would say, viewer, if you're going to do a pilgrimage, do Chichibu. And see if you can figure out how to do it mostly with public transportation. I mean, it would be a lot. Maybe 15 days. The ones in Chichibu are pretty easy. There were 2 or 3 in Chichibu. And then Yokoze had a few. But some of them were just like really far. So for those, maybe you'd have to hire a taxi. Figure out the buses. All right, let me check my itinerary here. I just saw a train, so I just missed a train. Let's see where we're going next. I need to get to platform 2, but I don't know how to get there. All right, looks like there might be a crosswalk. Oh, there's a train. Crosswalk up here. Okay, here we go. Yada. I'm here at Amagasaka Station. I'm going to Kenpuku-in. Kenpuku-in. I guess these are plum blossoms. And this is really pretty. The green and the pink mixing. This whole street is lined with them. All right, this is not on the pilgrimage route. Chobo-ji temple and the site of Hosono Yosai's residence. I don't know why. Oh, it's really pretty. I don't know why, how they chose these. Like, why is this not on the pilgrimage route? It's so much prettier than the one I went to yesterday, number 4. Look at this, it's gorgeous. And that's the temple, really pretty. All right, here it is, number 30, Kenpuku-in. Oh, there's the gate. Let's go through the gate. All right, here it is, number 30, Kenpuku-in. That last one that I went to was so much nicer. I mean, not to compare or anything, but this is a temple. Looks like a house. Where's the temple? I think I'm getting ripped off here. Royal Navy. Guess maybe that's the temple, like the prayer hall here. Alright, let's see if I can get a stamp. Here's a bell. The sign says no background checks, and then Shingon Buddhist Association, and then this says for those who use hot water, please ring the bell. Maybe this is the one where we don't get a stamp. All right, no stamp. That's not really a temple. I want my money back. It's like a house. There's another door. Anyway, I'm not going to bother. That was a waste of time. No temple, no cannon, no incense, no bell, no stamp. No problem. All right, my chatbot's messed up. I should have gotten off here and then continued. Now I'm going back in the opposite direction again. This should have been my first stop. So I just went into an office at the train station. I thought it was like the station master. There were quite a few people working there. So I just said to them, I told them what I was looking for. Oh, it's like some kind of military compound here. So then I looked. I was like, oh, this is a medical office. But anyway, she took me out to the street. She tried to explain. She said, English? I said, yeah. Would have been better if she stuck to Japanese. So, I don't know. Why is the bus so far from the station? So this is some sort of military compound here. There was a guy wearing a uniform looking at me very suspiciously because I was filming. I pretended I was just looking at my phone for directions. And I wasn't filming him, I was filming myself. I saw a military plane fly over. Japan only has a self-defense force. That's why they can spend so much money on actually helping the people. Great roads, sidewalks, public transportation. They're not spending billions of dollars to drop bombs on people. Fucking shit, I'm so mad right now. The money that they're wasting. Here comes the rant The money that they're wasting on Trump's stupid new wars. Oh my God. We can't have health care. We can't have education. We can't have public transportation. We can't raise the minimum wage. We can't do anything to help the people. But we can drop bombs and kill innocent people. It's so frustrating. If you're not American and you're watching this, just know that we don't all support it. But there's really not a whole lot we can do. Our system is just so unfair. First of all, half of our population is illiterate. And they fall for this crap. But the majority still, we vote, and our vote doesn't count because of the way the system is set up. So, all right, here's a bus stop. Is this going in the right direction then? All right, there's a little rant for you today, viewer, in the spirit of Kannon. Because compassion means being anti-war. It means believing that it's not okay to kill innocent people, to bomb schools and then bomb the school a second time to kill the rescuers. Just so cruel, sick. Here's Moriyama. It seems like I'm going that way. I'm confused. Well, there is no bus. There was a bus at 11:07 and then there's not another bus until... Oh, there's a bus up there. There's not another bus until 1:07. I'm gonna order a taxi. I'm gonna try Didi. I don't think this is the right bus stop, and I can't figure out which direction I'm supposed to go because none of these apps are helping. But it looks to me like there are buses up there. And I think that that's what that woman was telling me. So once again, Google, Apple Maps screwed up. Looks to me like there's a bus station up there. And the buses have their own, like, freeway kind of thing. So let's check this out. If nothing else, maybe there's a taxi stand. You see, doesn't that look like a bus stop up there? All right, it's a new adventure, so this is something here. Miyama Station. I didn't realize I was Follow me. I think I want to go this way. Alright. So this is where I want to go, Ryusenji. Look at this. It's like a... Oh, cool. Some mountains in the distance there. Look at that. It's a bus. Why can't we have things like that? I missed the bus stop. Shoot, there's a bus there. I forgot you have to push the button to make the bus stop, and nobody got off. So I could either walk back up this hill, which I'm not really in the mood to do, but across the street here, I don't know where the bus stop is to go back. I don't know if I can catch a taxi. Oh, that must be the bus stop. Yeah, there's the bus stop right there. That bus smelled like fried chicken. It's really nice out now. So, shit happens. All right, so I'm either gonna grab a taxi if I see one, or just get the next bus. I'm not gonna walk. Look at this, amazing. Bus every 10 minutes, 12:01, 12:11, so I just missed the 12:01. So I have about 7 minutes left until 12:11. Might as well wait. I asked Claude how the temples were chosen, why some of these beautiful temples that I passed were not on the pilgrimage route, and it's because they're not dedicated to Kannon. I forgot. Kannon. So they're just different sects or sects. Not sects. Sects. They're not dedicated to Kannon. So that really big one yesterday that I saw, and that beautiful one that I saw today, is not a Kannon temple. Only Kannon must apply. 12:11, bus should be here. It's cold in the shade. I was really hot. I took my sweatshirt off. I'm gonna go to the onsen first and soak, and then go to the temple after when I'm refreshed. So Japanese buses, there are two kinds. You board in the front or you board in the back. If you board in the front, it's fixed fare, so like 220 yen. Board in the back, it depends on your distance. So you tap on when you board, and then you exit in the front, you tap off. So that's what this one was, board in the back. And I think I entered a new fare rate by missing my stop. Alright, where's the bus? It's late. I want a letter of apology. 12:13. I'm in the wrong place. Alright, here's the sento. I have no idea where the temple is. Wow, big parking lot. It looks like it's crowded. Why is everybody here? It's a Wednesday afternoon. These boys just came in. They should be in school. What the heck? Nandayo. Alright, well, I don't get pajamas. I'm going to eat first. Let's see what they have here. And these are famous chicken wings, Nagoya chicken wings. It's really pretty. Nice view. Alright, let's see what we can get here. Alright, so I don't know how I order. Oh, there's a bell. She just told me my Japanese was kampeki. I didn't know what that meant, so I looked it up and translated it. Perfection. Well, not really, because I didn't know what that word meant. Very nice. She said she doesn't speak any English. I said, it's okay. We are in Japan. And you know what? I bet she does speak some English. All right, so I'm getting curry udon with a little fried chicken, midi karage. I'm hungry. Hey, you know, you really work up an appetite being a pilgrim. So I'm a little behind schedule. It's 12:30 now. I was kind of gonna try to leave here by 3. Just for like to beat rush hour, but rush hour might actually be coming out this way in the evening, people leaving Nagoya rather than going into Nagoya. But you know what, just relax. I still have to visit the temple. Don't forget to do that. All right, nice, it's very nice. Just gorgeous view here. There's a whole other menu here. I saw it there. I kind of thought it was a drink menu, but they have tons of stuff. Anyway, I'm happy with what I got. This looks good. I'm not sure what that is. Karigu rice. Okay. I don't know what that is. It looks like tofu, vegetables, and spicy. This looks good too. I think the entry here is only like 800 yen, which is really cheap. Thermayu is 2,900 for weekdays. On the weekend it was 3,900. Chichibu was like 1,100. So this is pretty cheap. If you're in Nagoya. So to get back, I can take this bus to Ozone. It looks like Ozone. And then from there, the Chuo line. They have a Chuo line here. A Chuo line to Nagoya Station. So I just need to be at the temple, I think, before 5 to get my stamp. We'll see what it's like here. If it's really crowded, I probably won't stay long, but if it's kind of chill, I'm thinking people came in the morning and they're eating lunch and they're done. I see a lot of schoolboys. So it's very local, off the beaten path here. That's how we do it on Appa's Kitchen. All right, so here's the food. I got some curry udon, fried chicken, rice, a little salad, and some pickles. All right, curry udon. Looks good. Oh my God, I was just talking and not recording, so now I don't remember what I even said. It was a very good conversation. I was talking about the entry. When you come, you put your shoes in a locker, you get a key. It's one of those little magnetic things. So when she took my order, she scanned it, so it'll be charged to my account. And then, yeah, so you come through a turnstile with that. And then I went to the front desk because I thought you had to check in. She said something in Japanese to me, but I didn't understand. So she went and got a card, laminated card. It said we are cashless. So that's it. You don't have to do anything. If you want a towel, they had towels there. I brought my own. They had like pajamas, loungewear. I didn't need that. And then when you leave, it looks like there are kiosks for you to check out. Very good system. Didn't say anything about tattoos. They didn't ask me any questions. But I'm assuming they are not tattoo friendly because it's very local. To all you young kids out there, stop with the tattoos. They're horrible. I don't mind like one or two little tattoos, but these people, I mean, if you're going to cover your body, well, I was going to say do it tastefully, but you know, some people, they're just like putting all these random tattoos. It just sucks. I don't like it. I'm an unk. What can I say? All right, I'm going to eat my food. Oh my God, that was the best thing ever. I really needed that. Really nice, beautiful, really beautiful place. So, I had a big interior bath. Slightly carbonated bath. And then some hot, some cold. Yeah, the usual bathing area. And then you go outside. They had a bunch of individual tubs, which I really like. I like having my own private little space. You know, you get in these big tubs and people just make a bunch of waves. Appa's kitchen is known for our exceptional camera work. So anyway, so the individual tubs are really nice because nobody's getting in and out. You don't have the constant like wave, you know, because I like to put my head back and then like your head's going up and down. So you get in one of these individual tubs. They are super carbonated, unbelievable. I have read about it, the high carbonation, and something that's being explored for medical properties or whatever. It just felt so good because, you know, I'm so tired. My bones, my muscles, everything is just so weary from my pilgriming. So it felt really good. And just this amazing view because we're up high and then there's a valley down below and then mountains in the distance, and beyond that mountains with snow. There's a river running through the valley. Just absolutely gorgeous. And I think it's cheap. I don't know how much I paid. Definitely worth coming back just for this. There's another one of those military planes. Can I take a picture? So, not too difficult to get to. I kind of went roundabout because I visited 3 temples and I missed my bus stop. But to get here from Nagoya, you would just take the Chuo line to Ozone. and then take that bus line. I forget what it's called, but I'll get it on the way back. That's the way I'm going back. So take the bus and just get off at Ryusenji. Now I have to find the temple because I still have work to do. I still have to collect the stamp. And then I'm going to go back. So I didn't stay too long. I figured it wasn't that expensive. It's 2:23. So I'll still be getting back on the bus by 3. All right, let me find Ryusenji. It's like a 9-minute walk. I think it's up that way. Wish me luck. All right, this is Ryusenji. I don't know if this is the temple. Yeah, it's close. Maybe I have to go up here. Or maybe that's it up there. I don't know what this is. It's really pretty. Oh, great. I have to climb stairs. It's a good thing I took a break. All right, that's it up there. So I could go on the road, or I could do the stairs. All right, so here we are, temple number 25, Ryusenji, next to the onsen. Wow, it's pretty. Oh, this one's really pretty. Wow. Let's do the purification. And this time, the prayer flags were just kind of blowing gently. Yesterday, they were really wild. There's a kitty cat. Oh, this one has guardian spirits. I haven't seen any guardian spirits. This is a real temple. I might even get to ring a bell. Number 25, Ryusenji. It's just really beautiful. I've never seen this orange color before. It's gorgeous. All right, I'm going to go ring the bell and pray. I think I can ring this bell. You can kind of see the view. Where's the temple office? Just really beautiful. Alright, so there's a sign over there. It says Shoe-in book. Applications are accepted on the west side of the Neomon gate. So I'm assuming this is the gate. And I used my compass on my phone first time. Oh, I can tell by the sun. That's west. So maybe here. Let's try it. Shoe-in. Really pretty. Definitely worth a visit. Success! He was nice. He gave me senbei and a little pamphlet, piece of paper. And then I said, oh, I tried to ask for a guidebook. My hair. He gave me another piece of paper. So now I have more stuff. Senbei, he showed me with his hand, you're supposed to eat it. All right, let me put all this stuff in my bag, and then I'm gonna take one more picture, one more video. It's really beautiful, this whole thing. All right, so one more time, this is temple number 25, Ryusenji. Okay, viewer, hope you enjoyed that. Day 3. So that's 8 temples down. 25 more to go. Today was a good day. It was pretty easy. Transportation wise, would have been helpful if my chatbots had not had me like going back and forth. I told Claude, he said, yeah, I'll try to pay attention to that next time. A lot of good next time is going to do me. But got a really nice onsen, beautiful temple. I got ink on my hands. One lady, she wasn't a monk, she was a, oh, here's an easier way down. She was just a temple attendant. She used a blow dryer. Oh, that was at the first temple, Kannon. She used a blow dryer to dry the ink. He just gave it to me, it was wet. So I have this piece of paper that's like falling apart. I started rolling it and then I got ink on my hands. I was like, ugh. So he went and got more paper for me. It's really unwieldy, this thing. You have to like roll it really tight to get it in the tube. It's difficult. Muzukashi desu ne. Japanese, when something is difficult, they do that air sucking thing through your teeth. Muzukashi desu. That means no. Okay, I see what we're doing. We're going down into the parking lot. It's easier if you drive. Well, I don't know if it's easier because of these stairs, but easy going down. All right, I'm babbling, so I'm going to end it here. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. See you next time. Remember to like, subscribe, do all that. Check out the shorts. If you're even watching, I don't know if you're watching, anybody's watching any of this, but the shorts are condensed versions, 1 minute. They're the cliff notes to my longer videos. Longer videos, you get all kinds of extra information, including a little rant and the ramble, because it's not Appa's kitchen if we don't rant and ramble. All right, that's it. See you. Jane. Bye-bye.